Is Trump's key Arab ally now so rattled that it's rushing to beg Iran for trade deals just to stay safe? Is Oman suddenly pushing for economic deals with Tehran precisely as a mysterious blast rocks a tanker in the Gulf? A vessel exploded in the Gulf of Oman just hours after the US broke the ceasefire, turning warnings into a live flashpoint. Did Iran just send Muscat a veiled warning in the water, just as the war is poised to restart in full force? The Sultan of Oman has reportedly ordered necessary measures to boost trade with Tehran, according to Iranian media, signaling a deliberate push to deepen economic ties with Iran. This comes as Oman increasingly serves as the main route for Iranian trade, with Muscat's importance rising amid Tehran's fraying relations with the UAE and shifting Gulf dynamics. The diplomatic and trade moves unfolded just as reports emerged of an explosion on a tanker sailing in the Gulf of Oman on May 26, drawing fresh attention to maritime security in the area. The blast, which occurred about 60 nautical miles from Muscat, was described as an external explosion, suggesting the damage came from an outside source rather than an internal fault. Reports said the crew and vessel remained safe after the incident, although some bunker fuel leaked into the sea, raising concerns over both security and environmental impact. Early assessments suggested the blast could have been caused either by a drone strike or by a limpet mine attached to the tanker's hull, pointing to a possible deliberate attack. Even as peace talks continued, American forces launched fresh self-defense strikes inside southern Iran on May 25. A CENTCOM spokesperson confirmed the military operation, with Fox News reporting details surrounding the latest American action. Captain Tim Hawkins said, and I quote, "U.S. forces conducted self-defense strikes in southern Iran today to protect our troops from threats posed by Iranian forces. Targets included missile launch sites and Iranian boats attempting to emplace mines. U.S. Central Command continues to defend our forces while using restraint during the ongoing ceasefire." Unquote. The strikes reportedly targeted Bandar Abbas, Iran's critical naval hub and a major strategic military installation nationwide. The escalation followed Trump's earlier declaration announcing major combat operations against Iran beginning from February 28 this year. Washington claimed the operation specifically targeted threats posed against American troops, military assets, and regional strategic interests abroad. CENTCOM insisted the strikes were defensive measures designed to deter further attacks and protect American regional military operations. The renewed confrontation unfolded while Trump simultaneously pushed diplomatic efforts aimed at securing a broader nuclear agreement with Tehran.
We took that over in one day, and we lost no one. In Operation Epic Fury, we lost 13 wonderful souls, wonderful, special people. These incredible men and women gave their lives to ensure that the world's #1 state sponsor of terror will never have a nuclear weapon. Oh, and they won't. They will never have a nuclear weapon. I'm sure you know that.
This came as Washington maintained a blockade on Iran until negotiations conclude one way or the other, according to Trump. Trump also signaled a softer tone regarding Iran's enriched uranium stockpile through a recent Truth Social post online. The US president said he prefers Iran's uranium be destroyed locally or under strict international supervision elsewhere internationally. Reports suggest Iran is seeking guarantees from China and may consider relocating enriched uranium stockpiles there for security. Donald Trump said, and I quote, "The enriched uranium will either be immediately turned over to the United States to be brought home and destroyed or preferably, in conjunction and coordination with the Islamic Republic of Iran, destroyed in place or at another acceptable location, with the Atomic Energy Commission, or its equivalent, being witness to this process and event." Unquote. Iran International reported fatalities on Larak Island after alleged American strikes intensified tensions near the strategic Strait of Hormuz. Iran International said, and I quote, "Several people were reported killed after what Iranian outlet SNN described as a US-Israeli attack on the southern part of Larak Island near the Strait of Hormuz early Monday local time." The report named 3 of the alleged victims as Abbas Islami, Godrat Zarangari, and Abdul Reza Golzari, though the total number of casualties remains unclear. There were also unconfirmed reports that those killed were affiliated with the IRGC. Unquote. Despite ceasefire extensions and ongoing diplomacy, relations between Washington and Tehran remain dangerously volatile as military tensions escalate. At the same time, Iranian officials complained that U.S. contradictions and inconsistencies in policy and public statements remained a major hurdle to progress in negotiations, arguing that mixed signals undermined trust and complicated any effort to reach a durable agreement.
This is not the first time we are witnessing these contradictions by the United States. In fact, one of our problems in the negotiations is these contradictions and this inconsistency in their behavior. It has happened before. But the key point is that, thankfully, our diplomatic team is at an excellent level, our defensive capability is high, and the support of our people is outstanding. With the trust we have in our military forces on the ground, the presence of our people, and on the other hand the trust we have in our diplomatic team, especially with Dr. Galibaf, someone who was a wartime commander for many years and also knows the diplomatic field well, we hope that the path being taken and the decisions being made will lead to the benefit of the Iranian people and lasting peace in the region. And ultimately, God willing, the region will be freed from this unstable atmosphere. Our defense and diplomatic teams are monitoring the situation very closely, and they will take preventive measures if necessary. Thankfully, our friendly and brotherly country, Pakistan, has made great efforts, as you have all seen, to promote peace and diplomacy in the region. Given the high state of readiness of our defense forces and the vigilance of our intelligence, security, and diplomatic teams, there is no cause for concern. It is clear that none of the agencies will ever compromise people's rights, and they will not hesitate to take action against anyone when it comes to issues affecting people's livelihoods and well-being. However, due to the confidential nature of currency operations, some of these matters naturally cannot be discussed in detail or disclosed precisely. That said, the necessary arrangements for currency settlements have been made, and there is no issue in this regard. Regarding release of Iran's frozen assets by the United States, I should mention that due to the measures taken to ensure a unified message and a single voice on behalf of Iran, Dr. Bakai has been selected as the spokesperson for the negotiations. Therefore, for greater accuracy in the response, I suggest speaking with him. In general, however, I must state that the President has said we will not back down from the rights of our people, and it is obvious that while the diplomatic path is being pursued, we naturally stand firm in securing the rights of our people.